Jodi, why are Republican lawmakers taking this highly unusual step of vowing for a peaceful transfer of power?
Yeah, Tom, they're really reacting to that statement by President Trump. President Trump's statement, when asked about whether he would commit to that peaceful transition of power, which the U.S. has had in every election so far, he said we're going to have to see what happens. He said he repeated his contention that the ballots are a disaster, about the mail-in ballots. He has continuously raised questions about the security and legitimacy of mass mail-in ballots, though he hasn't offered any evidence of problems. And the Republicans clearly thought they needed to come out and have a strong stance about a peaceful transition. They are, many of them are running in the Senate, and the Senate is in play this year between the Democrats and Republicans. So clearly they thought they needed to make that case and to invoke the Supreme Court as well.
And well, we've heard from the FBI as well, Jodi. What are they saying about possible voter fraud?
Yeah, the FBI director himself was testifying before a Senate Homeland Security panel, and he said the FBI has seen no evidence of any organized voter fraud effort that could change the results of the presidential election. He said that to change a federal election outcome by mounting a fraud at that scale would be a major challenge for an adversary to do. So they also put out a warning in the FBI against voter fraud, including tampering with ballots or voting more than once. But at this point, they don't seem to think that's a likely problem.
Jodi, what is the worst case scenario then for vote counting, given the large number of mail-in ballots that we're seeing in the U.S.?
Yeah, so there's several issues there, Tom. And again, because this election will be unlike any others because of the pandemic, it is expected there will be a great deal of mail-in voting. And for one of the issues is the world probably won't know the outcome of the U.S. presidency as they usually do in that evening or early in the morning in the U.S. So 12 hours different here in Asia. But they really are not sure we're going to know at all because it will take days to count those mail-in ballots. So it could be a long time, and that's where you get into these kind of worst-case scenario issues. It could also, if the race is so close that a single state will determine it, like happened in 2000 with Florida, that will also be a very difficult situation.